Well, hello, everyone. We are back for another day. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. We are in chapter 11, Acting in a Certain Way. Acting in the Certain Way. A new chapter, a new day, a new week. It's Monday, a brand new week. This will probably be split up into a few parts, so let's dive in together. Acting in the certain way. Thought is the impelling force which causes the creative power to act. Thought is the compelling force. Thought is a force. Thoughts are things that causes the creative power to act, starts to put things into motion. Thinking in the certain way will bring riches to you, but you must not rely upon thought alone. Paying no attention to personal action. Action is the most important part. It is thought and action. It's being and doing. It's both. A lot of people get it mixed up. A lot of people get confused. I certainly was. I was like, do I just be or do I do? Do I sit here and meditate or do I actually like work hard and take action? There's many different teachings and philosophies, and I think a lot of people get confused. And I certainly had until I was like, you know what? Screw it all. I'm doing everything. And that works for me. A lot of people who haven't read Think and Grow Rich, myself included, before I read it, Think and Grow Rich. Well, I was always into that because I knew the power of thought, but a lot of people very ignorantly, because they've never read it, and I don't blame them, they go Think and Grow Rich, and they think it's like the secret. You just sit here and you meditate on your lily pad and everything gets brought to you and you don't have to do a thing. Doing is different for what does that look like for everybody? Some people love the more disciplined, militant action, and that really works for them. Some people are more soft action. We all have masculine, feminine sides to us, but when it comes to manifesting things, it's just like if you were all by yourself and you wanted to harvest, like manifest corn, you're gonna have to plant it. You can rest, you can water it, and just let it grow. And then you got to harvest it and you got to bring in the crops. So it's both. It's both the waiting, the doing, the receiving, the giving, the receiving, all of that stuff. But something just came to mind. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, just about this doing. Oh, think and grow rich. Just think and you'll grow rich. No, action, as Don Green always reminds us, is in that book, Think and Grow Rich, 77 times. Action, in all caps mostly with exclamation points. We can think, but then once we get the thought, the $1 million, $1 billion thought, we have to take action without anything, without works, without, is it without works? Without faith works. What is the saying? Oh my God, it's going right through my head. Anyways, pray and move your feet. Pray and move your feet. Oh, faith without works is dead. Y'all almost forgot that. Faith without works is dead. We must take action. So he's saying thought is the impelling force which causes the creative power to act. Thinking in a certain way will bring riches to you, but you must not rely upon thought alone. Paying no attention to personal action. That is the rock upon which many otherwise scientific metaphysical thinkers meet shipwreck. The failure to connect thought with personal action. Wallace Wattles. That is exactly why most people fail. That's why I failed. I didn't get it. Well, actually, you know what? Like I used to take so much action and not really think about it. I never had a problem with the action part because I was conditioned that way. But once I mixed the thought with it, just unstoppable. When I allow myself to be, I'm human and I run into like subconscious reprogramming and the terror barrier and fear for real. But it's taking that action. Thinking in a certain way will bring riches to you, but you must not rely upon thought alone, paying no attention to personal action. That is the rock upon which many otherwise scientific metaphysical thinkers meet shipwreck. The failure to connect thought with personal action. We have not yet reached the stage of development in which a person can create directly from the formless substance without nature's processes or the work of human hands. A person must act and think as well. A person must act as well as think. So he's saying we haven't reached the stage yet where we can just materialize. I've heard stories, some people that can. There's a couple teachers out there that say they met some guru in the Himalayas or something and they can materialize things. I believe it. I truly believe it. I just don't think the majority of us are there yet, and that's really far out there. But just knowing the power of our mind and our ability to harness and focus, I don't doubt that one day we'll be able to do that, teleport and all that. Let's not get too woo here, okay? So we must take action along with thinking. It starts with thought, because remember, we don't do anything unless we think it first. By thought, you can cause the gold in the hearts of the mountains to be impelled towards you, but it will not mine itself, refine itself, coin itself, and come rolling along the roads into your pocket. That's funny. Under the impelling force of the supreme power, people's affairs will be so ordered that someone will be led to mine the gold for you, and another person's business transaction will be so directed that the gold will be brought toward you. You must arrange your own business affairs so that you are able to receive it when it comes to you. Your thought makes all things, animate and inanimate, work to bring you what you want. However, your personal activity must be such that you can rightly receive what you want when it reaches you. You are not to take it as charity or steal it. You must give every person more in use value than he gives you in cash value. Give more in use value than you ask for in cash value. For example, if I mean, I have invested six figures in my education and personal development. Well, actually, I invested six figures in my education and six figures in my personal development separately. That's a lot of money, but it's worth it. So if I pay, for example, $2,000, and I have my very first event, it was a 3-day event in LA in a big old hotel, $2,000. I exchanged $2,000, but the experience, the knowledge, the networking, the connections I made were worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So the use I got out of that 3-day event that I paid $2,000 for was so much more than $2,000. It was six figures worth. That's wild. So that's what he means by that. But this is a short reading, but I hope it was worth it. I have to go. I have a few really great sessions today. I have an EMDR session. I love EMDR. If you're not familiar, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. It's a really great, deep somatic. It's basically for trauma or anything that we're struggling with, but it's really to unlock and unroot any subconscious deep programming that we have stored in our body, energy rather. So the goal of EMDR therapy is to reduce the subjective level of disturbance that we experience by remembering memories. So as I say always, I have many ways to work with me. All of the packages and information are below on all of my videos. I do offer these therapeutic coaching packages, which I do EMDR, IFS, EFT tapping in 4-session packages. I don't really do one-offs, although I think that is an option somewhere in the ethers, because EMDR is no joke. And, you can't just do one of those sessions. I mean, it takes a while to work up to that. And there is a very structured process to, keep us all safe mentally. You know what I'm saying? So it is work that I love to do. So I'm going to hop off to that. And I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. It's Monday. Have you set your intentions? Tomorrow is the Frequency of Success LA launch party at 6 p.m. If you're in the Los Angeles area. Visit my link in my link tree, my bio, or my Instagram. You can buy the tickets on, where are the ticket hosts? Eventbrite. So I will try to leave the exact Eventbrite ticket link here if you are in the area. I would love to meet you in person. So we have a few tickets left. I hope to see you there. Wish me luck. I'll try to do some video of the event, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.